Pozdrav ljudi, životinje, dobrodošli na kanal DEGHrvatska, ja sam Dino, mi igramo Vampyr, 12. epizodu, novi live. Dobrodošli, svi udrite like, share, subscribe i uključite notifikacije ko nije da zna kad će biti idući live, jer ja sam ne znam kad će biti i niko ne zna kad će biti, čak vam ne mogu i ni gatat kad će biti jer i oni ne znaju. Uglavnom, notifikacije uključite, to je jedini način da znate kad je live, kad YouTube odluči da trebate znati da je live. Da, uglavnom, idemo, pozdrav Gabini, dobrodošao, dobro večer i bacamo se odmah na igranje. Ne. Ne zna ni ja kad će biti, ne zna niko, niko ne zna. Možda Šink zna, ali da je pitamo neće nam znat reći. Idemo, da moramo neki ući u neko čudo, ja sam našao jedva u prošlom live-u ovaj safe mjesto za savanje. Upgradeali smo se, koliko se ja sjećam, Ultimate. I nalazimo se u novoj nekoj regiji, otključali smo u gore regiju, tu imamo čak vijest 2.1000, a šta je ovdje? Support Atsla Club against the cards of... Oba dvoje su portanje, znači moram ovdje to obaviti i moram tamo to obaviti. A moram skužiti gdje moram ići. Gdje ja to moram enter. Točno. Evo, sam prošao. Kaže da moram ovdje ući. Jel me zajebavaju ili šta? Da, živjeli Gabini. Sad ja pojma ne znam gdje moram ići. Ali ne moram ići tu, moram ići na ovu stranu. Ne, moram ići ovdje. Kaže mi da moram ući ovdje. Tu sam. Kuži, šta moram tu da radim? Da nije ispod. Bit će ispod. Ti ne znam ko si. Iskreno ne znam kako sam došao ovdje.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Tall.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Okej. Ima li snijega u Zagrebu? Nema. Zahladilo je, ali nikakvog snijega nema.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside, and when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then.
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Jel ja to imam?
Do you require medical attention?
If you don't mind.
You'll feel better after taking this.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Nemam novac, očito.
Do you require medical attention?
I'm fine, thank you, Jonathan.
Tell me about yourself.
Nemam očito dovoljno novaca.
Besides turning cards in the middle of the night.
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Je to bio vampire.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Can you read the cards?
Ne, to ne
Put the
mogu.
money on the table then, Jonathan, and open
Nemam
your
novaca.
mind.
Perhaps later. Is there anything you could tell me about?
Kako je Shinx?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes,
Pa dobro,
of course.
tu je
we
bilo
met on
neki,
several
ne znam gdje je
occasions.
to.
With time, he got deeper and deeper into the
Ne znam gdje je.
occult.
He's not the only one. It's
Dobro
been
su,
quite
i
the
dvije.
fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the mortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the truth. Pain will never stop.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
To je Anđel. Ele, Anđelina se to igra tu iza. Neće. Opala. Da je malo prezentiramo. Ovo je Anđelina. Vidiš kako Anđelina ima malo tamnije lice, ali su dosta slične, vidim. Gdje ćeš ti? Ajde, opa, gdje ćeš da budeš tu, bježi. Dobro. Pobježi.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then. The strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up relics. Not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
It's much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
I would rather not know. Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Red river, the song in the dark, the whispers of the sun.
Sad se love, sad se ganjaju jedna na drugu. Onda mene poruše sve ovo. Ti nemaš ovdje ništa.
It's locked, all right.
Moram, kako se otključavaju te stvari koje su u... Šta bi to trebalo biti? Stane na ovo, padne dole. Tu ima nešto. A, to je to bilo. Trebao sam pričat samo s njima. Što bude da moram ići, ne? Kako mogu ući ovdje? Kroz ova vrata. Kako onda dalje? Moram ići skroz tamo da bi mogu doći. Kako doći ovdje? Pa ne mogu kutije da guram za sada. Nisam otkrio god da guram kutije. Više ne mogu kutije gurat. Znam ko je ovaj, znam, okej. Došli smo do tuda. Ne treba ovdje. Vjerojatno kroz ova vrata. Šta sad dalje? Kako da dospim tamo? Jel mogu ovdje? Šta mi to svjetluca? Tu zna i protivnika. I tu su, da. Pogašljivi. Ili mi naći put, a moram gore ići. Dobro, moram gore ići kuda. Trojica ih je uvoda, fuck. Dobro. Uda, sad uda. Uda. I... čim se dobro uda. Ovdje gore, jel? Nope, 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 nope. Dalje tu. Tu. Ko je ovaj? Ekon. Odlično. Vidio me. Vidi me. Dokle ti ovo traje? Pozove sjenu. Dobro je. Ojačao sam ja, bome. Dobro sam jačao kad sam ga tako uspio pobijediti brzo. Sad moram otkriti šta moram ovdje. A vjerojatno ovdje dole. Ne sviđa mi se nikad ga moram ići dole. Veći damage radiš. Upgradeo sam i oružje. Oružje sam upgradeo. Puno jače. Da vidim baš. Da, pa oružje mi je na max izgleda. Legendary. S tim da mogu još upgradeati da mi absorba bolod više. Još ovu četvrtu mogu odlučiti. Ovo me više ne živciraju, ne mogu naći još taj common stake. Ne mogu upgradeati. Čak shotgun mi je na maksimalno. I treba mi samo četvrta dodatak za damage. U prošlom live-u sam dobro upgrade napravio. Šta sam pokupio? Zašto mi ne piše šta sam pokupio? Kako glupo. Inače mi pišu ovi. Imam osjećaj da sam bio ovdje već. Da, bome ovaj mač radi puno veći damage. Kujni, to mi treba. Ok, ja sam ovdje definitivno bio već. Ako skočim ovdje dole, znam, da. O, ne čekam onaj veliki, nego me čeka vukodlaka, promijenilo se. Level 3. Šta si ti? Znam koliko ti ovo damage radi. Ipak ovo ti radi damage dobro. Napravimo ultimate. Mislim da će to napraviti slabo još uvijek. Taj ultimate je trebao raditi puno veći damage. Kako me nervira to kad eksplodiraju. Dobro. To ću se do kraja izliječiti. Ovdje sam definitivno bio. Tu moram ići. A nešto sam profulo ovdje kako moram opet ići. Nope, vratio sam se ovdje.
I have this thirst for blood.
Kužim. Fakat ne kužim, moram ja tu ići. Očito ne. Tu sam već bio. Kako da uđe u taj mansion? Je to posao vidio njegovo vino? Nije. Ovo je pivo. Ovo je pivo. Ne pijem vino. Pivo pijem. A ovo nije mansion. To mora biti mansion. Ovo je podrum neki. Idem dalje ovdje istraživati. Može ovdje gore. krvi kako hoćeš. Možda ovdje ulaz? A? Može biti ovdje ulaz. Ništa. Dead end.
This is despicable.
Koliko štakora za ručak meni ode.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
O, pa nisam vidio ovo. Keep out. Da ono gdje sam bio za sejvanje. A nemoguće. Nije, to sam novo otkrio sad. Šta imaš tu? I možeš napokon ovo craftat, možeš. Onda mi fatigu pojačaj. Možeš craftat ovo jedan, možeš. Možeš craftat ovaj jedan, možeš. Možeš ovaj jedan još. I ovo moram upgradat, ovo mi je okej. Bome. Kupio sam materijala. Sad mogu da liječim ljude. Ali ne mogu steak. Daj mi Gabini, daj ako ti se da Gabini, pogledaj mi gdje mogu nabaviti, znači gdje mogu nabaviti ovo. Used steak. Ajde probaj istražiti gdje mogu kupiti ili nabaviti used steak. Jer to oružje ne uspijevam opće upgradat. Opa. Nope. Nisam postigao ništa od ovog. Video je trebao doći na Infogamer i na kraju nije došao. Šteta. Može doći do godine. Ne znam šta je tu dole. Budem dole. Stalno zapravim. Nemate šanse. Ali opet ništa. Imam problem, ne znam kako ući taj mention. Ćemo opet istraživati. Mora ulaz negdje biti. Jebem ti, bit ćete eksplozije. To mora da stane. Ne skužio. Pobjegao je. A, evo, skužio sam, okej. Možda mogu ovuda ući. Stalno me vodi ovdje. Stalno me vodi ovdje. Na ovaj dio. U meni se čini da je na to došao tamo negdje iza. Kako došao tamo iza? Još mogu ovdje ići. Ali ne mogu ovdje ići. Ideš ovdje dole, ali ne možeš ići tamo dalje. Možeš i dalje negdje. Ne znam, fakat ne znam kako doći tamo. Ne mogu razbiti ovo pa da ići. Ne mogu. Šta će to mi nešto svjetlo?
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
A gdje dalje ide? Odavde ne ide nigdje. Kao me ovo vodi? Ako odem ovdje. Ima li neko drugog izlaza? Ima? Ali bojim se da mi to ne pomaže. Samo kruži. I skoči se to. Okej, što sam dobio od toga? To je samo donji dio ovoga. Ok, ne znam, idemo provati opet ovo unutra. Može svakad ima tu nešto unutra što ja ne vidim. Tu nema ništa. Ovo je samo put dole. Mogu tamo, mogu vamo. A, provode, vidimo. To me vrte neki krug, ali bez izlaza. Ako se sjeća mjesta. Tu me znaju napast oni. Tu je gore. Će me opet napast. Očito. Evo istražio sam, ali nažalost nema ništa u vezi toga, ima ostalim oružjima, ali nema ovog command stake-u. Čovječe, niko nije otkrio što. Niko ne zna kako upgradeati command stake. Tu sam spašio bio na jednu žensku. I ekon protivnik mi je bio. Sam išao gore ovdje. Što se ne sjećam? Vjerojatno jesam. Da, tu sam izlazio ovdje. Karlovic. Charlotte Steak. Ne znam koja je ta ženska. To je ona koja šuti. Ok. Ja s ovim nisam dobio ništa. Ja uđem ovdje. Ask quest. Kako da uđem? Ja ne znam kako da uđem. To je to. Ovo samo izlazi. A za šta je to? Šta sam mi poslao? Nešto opet za tamo dole ići. Ne kužim ja ovo. Doslovno sam na tom gdje moram biti, evo. Nije mi jasno. Ovo dole sam sve obavio, nema ničeg. Šta sam ja krivo napravio? Šta sam profulao? Meni će ti odmah iznati hideouta. Pa kako? Hideout mi je ovdje, a ovo je ovdje. To nema smisla. Nemam niti jedan drugi hideout na mapi. Nemo ja tu hideout. Haj. Skrovište ćemo nastaviti. A, ovaj. Pa to je taj. Od onom gore. Odmah iznad ovog gore. Kako može iznad ovog gore? Gdje je iznad? Ovaj, pa vidi je to, a gdje je meni ovo? Nemoguće. Vest mi je ovdje. Vest mora biti ovdje negdje. Što bi trebalo ovdje biti? To, evo, tu bi to trebalo biti. Tu. Točno tu. Tu nema ničeg. Jedno podzemlje, ali to sam pregledao sve. Ovo je dole. I to. Fakat ne znam. Fakat ću morat ovo istražiti. Ajde se pođem na pivu i usput ću se pogledati to. Okej, evo nas nazad. Hajdemo probati toga bina, ali to mi nema nikakvog smisla. Ali oni imaju dva usličnika. Šta sam ja gledao? Tu i jedan ovdje, ja sam ovaj riješio. Tako da nije mi jasno. Ja mislim da oni samo prikazuju taj usličnik koji sam ja riješio. Ali budemo vidjeli. Vidimo šta to imamo. Nešto sam skriti da svijetli. Mogu li otvoriti? Mogu. Onda mogu ovuda. Mogu. Ravim tamo. Znači, prođe kroz ovaj hideout, ko sam skužio, jel je? Prođe kroz njega. Prođe na ovu stranu. Veće leveli, a tako brzo popadali. Okej, mislim da je on išao... Kao što sam ja vidio ovdje. I nakon toga, to mi nema smisla, pogledaj gdje je ovo, gdje je ovo. Da ćemo i dalje to. Ili ako je, malo su krivo plasirali.
Dawson's mansion.
Fakat je.
Here I am at last.
Nema
But
smisla.
the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Normalno da nećemo, dosta smo ga opljačkat i možda i ubit. Napravit ga vampirom ne dolazi u obzir. Ali da, znam ga bine, ali... Jel to ima smisla ovo što je sad bilo? Vidio si gdje na mapi pokazuje da gdje ja moram ići. To nema logike. Shilling, uvijek mi treba shillinga, što nam tiče experience-a, pobro. Okej. Gdje moram ići tu? Shilling? Ne. Nije shilling, ali nam vas. Šta god daš, daj. Kvini, to je uvijek dobro dođe.
It's locked.
Odlučaj. Ako neš zaključan, treba biti odlučan. Već treba se odlučati. Okej, ja sam se izgubio. Gdje je on? Tu iza. Nema ga.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
Sorry,
First of all,
Ali.
I need to be
Mislim
sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
You can take a few minutes.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold, so cold.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed
Nećemo ovo
authority,
spasiti,
Doctor.
ako imam
I'm a
izbora.
businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Sean, forget your fear of dying, embrace, I will kill you. Šta sam napraviti? Sve da će ovo uspjeti. Ali imamo opciju, ajmo pokušati s svjetli plavim slovima.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Ok, očekao dobro prošao. A ti, Stuta, pozdrav. Da, nije kratka igra i vrlo zanimljiva igra. Iznenadila me. Mogu se otvoriti, ne mogu. Ok, on je umro. Nismo ga pretvorili u vampira. Mislim da se to neće svidjeti onima iz kluba. Nemoj da oživiš. Mislim da sam ja njega dobro ispraznio. Sad, kojim putem sam je zašao, kojim sam ušao, na pojmu. O, neko je tu. I taj neko možda neće biti vesel. Dobar dan.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone.
Oj se razljutio.
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
Ha, 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 ha. Da si mogao nešto već miš napravio. Usra si se. Inače, izgleda je priča o njemu istinita. Samo glumi da je taj koji ima krv tog starog vampira. Nema on nikakvu krv. Ko ovo sam? Old Bridget. Skal. Šta ona radi vani? Alo, Old Bridget, si poludila, šta radiš tu?
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truth, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Koliko je ona? Znači, ona je taj skale. Ona je baš stara.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Okay.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
There, I love her.
Tell her I worry about her.
Do not, for she has had strength and wisdom for so much longer than you. Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Okay. Otvaraju vrata. Gdje moramo da idemo sad? Hospital. Da bi je volio proći samo. Unknown, ovo nismo uspjeli naći. West End. I više... Kako West End? Sam malo. Ja sam na... West End. Moram ići ovdje. Je li ovo gdje se nalazi onaj merchant i gdje se ova ženska nalazi? Mislim da da. Moram ići tamo. Imam par ljudi koje treba izliječiti, ima dosta experience čak, ali ne želim sevat, dok ne izliječim ljude ne želim ništa. Ne želim da mi se bolesti pogoršaju pa da mi treba veći lijekovi, to bi samo još veći problem. Temple Garden. Šta ti radiš ovdje? Okej. Kako je tako jak? Sam krivo pritisnuo. Da eliminiram je. Ne! Joj. 2 puta sam to napravio. 2 puta sam slučajno to napravio. Nisam ti trebao to uopće tipku pritisnuti. Što piće ravno. Još uvijek nisam iz nekog razloga uspio otvoriti sve ovo. Nećemo na njega, nego je na njega. Još su bože, si napora. Bože. To. Biće ravno. Nemam bloda. A dobro, nema veze. Smo uspjeli doći ovdje. West End. Da vidimo gdje je ta... njoj treba pomoć.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad.
Mrtve, znam. Našto smo mi tijelo.
I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Ne vjerujem, a neko ne bio. Nešto drugo planirao, ali dobro.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
Nisam baš samo doktor.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Vjerojatno je fake.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London, throughout the country even.
He a
Dobro,
big shot
to
or
sam
something.
završio, nisam trebao uopće
Never
pitati.
interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
Personal questions imam.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic, not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Okej, sve što trebam, samo
Do
to
you need my
izliječi.
medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
Sve no.
No doubt about it. But I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
Dobro, dobro.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
Okej. I ti imaš glavobolju. Kako ti, tvoja majka, vampirica i ti tako se
Good
razboliš?
evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Imaš na novo kod tebe, personal questions, ništa. Onda imam za tebe.
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
Indeed. Unlike you and my mother, I can still become ill.
Dobro, kako ti majka nije našla lijek? Ajde.
Oh, you cannot imagine how relieved I'd be to catch a cold again.
My mother once told me the same thing. I sometimes wonder if she's forgotten what it feels like to be ill.
Vjerojatno je zaboravila.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Možda, čuo sam gdje je bila. Ajde da vidim malo situaciju sad ovdje. Znači, izlječio... On nju treba izlječiti, ali nisam je našao uopće. Mislim, imao još par tog upitnika. Ovo se zloji healthy. Ja trebam sad ići u svoju kuću da craftam stvari. Daj proko njega, možda mogu nešto prodati i kupiti. Dobro večer. Čekaj, personalno ima šta, nemam po tebe onda.
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell.
Što si našao?
Most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et frite that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. Please, have this for your research.
Okej, ideš, koliko mi para dao.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Ništa, kad si mi dao toliko para da daj da potrošim, ali ja ću ti prodat nešto. Prodat ću ti ovo, ne treba mi. Prodat ću ti odvoj. Ništa, kad si tako bogat, Queenie, daj mi multiply Queenie. Ne znam da mi treba šta imaš. Šta ja nemam? Daj mi to. Ne znam, baš mi nije... Ergon... To mi treba. Je li imaš šta Ergon? Ergo... Kupit ću ti svih 5. Okej. Malo sam permen... PP. Gdje mi te PP? Evo ga. Sve kupi. Okej. To smo pojačali. Šta me ovo? Opium. I ovaj kodin mi jedno i drugo treba. Opium, može. Multiply, sve ćemo kupiti. I ovo mi treba. Nemam baš puno novca. Dobro. Dobro. Idemo doma. Ovaj mi je zdrav. A i majka mi doma gore zdrava, a? Gdje je majka? Healthy, mada. Svi živi zdravi. Neću još sejvati ako imam 2895 spinaca za potrošiti. Zato što imam još regiju gdje... Čekajte, punim ovo. Imam još regiju gdje treba liječiti ljude. Pa ja nemam ovoga. Tako, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, nemam, ništa, to je to onda. Posljedno ako ću, moram napraviti dva ova. Dobre, to je to. Bez veze sam potrošio ta dva bio u prošlom live. Daj bakni ovo. Which, tu mi je označeno, ali ja svejedno do which chapter, ja mislim da moram ići which chapter, mislim da moram ići, ali želim ići. Jer which chapter, jako puno njih imaju fatigu probleme. 3 fatigu, 4 fatigu, 5 fatigu, cold, 2, 3, 4, ja ću imati problem tu. Ja ću definitivno imam problem. Ako idem tamo. Ok. 3, 4, 5. Cold. 4, 5. Dva će mi dovoljno. Ok. Dobro. Idemo izljeći ljudi tamo. Opala dole. Da vidimo to. Idemo samo ravno onda. To ne idemo. Moramo razviti to. Samo ravno. Dobri. Je sigurno ovo da ići. Mislim da je. Otvori vrata. Ok, tu smo. Došli smo tu u regiju, došli smo do njih. Sad treba sve naći njih i polječiti ih. I onda mogu napokon da sejvam, ja mislim. I?
Good evening, my dear colleague.
About situation da trebam. Imam koji personal novi, nemam. Nemam šta tradati na novaca više. Ne smijem dozvoliti moji traderi poginu. Njih treba liječiti.
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Ok, tu je još neko prolazio. Healthy. Kako možeš biti healthy? Dobro. Idemo trčka. O, cold. O, healthy. Cold. Pozdrav.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Tebe nisam poznao, kako je to moguće?
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I've no interest in money. Perhaps one night I will visit you and take what I require. If that should happen, there will be no need for a middleman.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swanborough shit.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Nisam trebao spasit.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Yeah, thanks to Nurse Crane's dedication, these foreigners keep coming to Whitechapel, and my lodgings welcome all.
So business is booming.
More than ever. Hope Nurse Crane's dispensary does nothing but flourish. More money in my pocket in the end.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
Dobro.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Joj, čekaj, treba ga hilovat.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Moram ga. Iako nije
Since I took
zaslužio.
an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Okej. To smo riješili, on je recovering. Fakat mi je žao što sam ga spasio. Iako se ne sjećam gdje sam ga spasio, ali to nije bitno. Spasio ga jesam. Ne, moram ovdje još sređivati. Nisam završio tu. Još ima ljudi. Okej, šta se dešava? On se healuje, pa ima tu Kristina. Ima svi oni, čovječe, svima ja treba pomoć. Gdje su oni? Nisu ovdje, to je definirano da nisu ovdje. Ajmo riješiti ovo, onako ovako mi treba blood. Šta evo ima? Evo neki ring za prodat. Kad bi se mogao sjetiti gdje su svi ovi ostali. Ajmo praviti ovuda. Ovi što su tu, svi su healthy. Ali čekaj, ako je to tu, ona je tu, ja moram negdje ići naprijed, koliko se ja sjećam. Moram naći u crkvu i sve one gluposti. Ekona. Zašto level 32 Ekon ovdje? Nisam se pobjeći toga. LED stick. Dobio sam neki stick, ali nije to taj stick, ja mislim ko mi treba. Hop, 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 hop. To me treba. Shillings. 3000 experience, ideš. Ja se ne mogu sjetiti gdje je naći sad ovo. Gdje je ta crkva i gdje je to sve. Znači, to sam krivim putem otišao. Možda ovdje moram.
It's locked, all right.
Jo. Neko mi se čini da ja kružim ovdje. Šta, ako idem ovdje mogu isključiti ovo napokon. Ok. To smo uključali. Kužim gdje sam, sjećam se da sam tuda bio, ali ne kužim gdje naći onu crkvu i one gluposti. Upravo ovdje ići. O ne. Nisam označio nju. A,
Good evening, Xiaoshu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing with your time?
Što nisam ispitao
Now
nju,
that you're back in
to su.
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
Do be careful. These streets can be as dangerous as that terrible place where we first met.
That's true. And maybe it's the best reason to help people around here.
Can feel it.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
Goodbye.
Oh, ne. Nju se ispitao, nisam je dodao sljedeći.
Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye for now.
Okej. Došće na manje. Gdje on? Gdje god da bio, trebam oba dvojicu fatigu riješiti. Ne znam, imaš ti šta novo? Nemaš. Tu, no.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Ništa.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Bilo na katu, jel, ali nema nikog. Sve sam to ispraznio već. O, onda je isključeno je. To smo sa njih za liječit. Čak njega treba liječit.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
How come I'm still here while Joseph Larrabee is dead then?
What are you talking about?
The vicar of St. Mary's Church has been found dead on a grave. God clearly chose me, Doctor. I am the answer. I carry the fire.
Tell me the reason why you despise Joseph Larrabee so much, Tobias.
A faithless shepherd is the worst criminal, for he leads his flock to the abyss by disregarding the right path. God smote this man, for he doubted.
I only met him briefly, but he seemed a dedicated man who tried to provide guidance.
Do you not believe in punishment, my son? I am not talking about the law of men. I am talking about judgment from heaven.
I believe that we are, as men, our own judges, juries, and executioners.
Armageddon is upon us, Dr. Reed. The final battle where every soul will be weighed. I'm afraid yours will burn for a long time.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your...
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
I have heard enough. Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Okay. Ovdje su samo skalovi, vjerojatno, ako ima šta iza. Ja i nema. Healthy, njoj treba opet.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Nope.
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it.
Yeah.
But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
I care nothing for your story or your anger. You stole from him, so at the very least you share the responsibility.
Believe what you want. I don't care.
Tin failed Erik. Nešto dajete, samo liječimo.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
Samo ćeš dobiti, ajde.
You would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay. Treba naći ove ostale. Ona je stalno healthy. Šta nije normalno da je stalno healthy.
Hello again, miss.
Da, ona neće ništa pričat, dobro. Nemam ništa novo od nje, kod nje, ok.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Ona je vampir. Ona je definitivno vampir.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Nope. Nope.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Dobro sam poradio na nja svima vama. Okej, da vidim. Sve sam ih, to je to. U bolnici sve u redu, a kada situacija ode je nova ženska. Evo glava bolje. Dobro, nećemo radi jedne ženske ići skroz tamo. Ovo nismo našli, ovo i ostalo sve okej. To je to. Biće ravno. 3240 experience, sad napokon mogu izaći još ultimate. Pošto ultimate mi mora biti ultimate, znači koristim ultimate, taj potez da radi ultimate damage, a ne da mi ništa ne radi. To su oni, znači ja moram tu negdje ići, sad treba biti neke stepenice i ona druga vrata, ako se ne varam. To je to. Sad gdje mogu craftat ovdje? Nemam više tih, imam ovih. Pa do 2, 1. Moram skupiti Queenija još. Okej, i za kraj ovdje. Ne mogu zapravo mi treba experience. 4000 za to. Health. Endurance, stamina, blood. To je dobro. I to je to za sada. Follow Night, šta? To znam, da. Stable. Okej, šta će ovdje? Stenica je to odlično. Ovdje. Perfektno. Svi su healthy. Svi su healthy. Okej. To je to. Odlično. Uspjeli smo realizirati još jednu zonu. Je level 28. To je to. Ništa. Mislim da ćemo tu raditi pauzu, da tu završavamo live. Vam svima hvala na gledanju što ste pratili live. Dođite opet. Vidimo se sutra na ovom live-u. Da želim ugodnu večeri i laku noć. Budite pozdravljeni, uključite notifikacije i vidimo se ponovo. Pozdrav do tada, bog, uživajte.